Disclaimer. IELTS Copyright Disclaimer. The information on this video is for informational purposes only. IELTS is a registered trademark of the University of Cambridge ESOL, the British Council, and IDP Education Australia. This YouTube channel and its owners are not affiliated, approved, or endorsed by the University of Cambridge ESOL, the British Council, or IDP Education Australia.
Hello friends, I am Syed Woares, an experienced IELTS instructor. I have been teaching IELTS for a long time. I have noticed that many IELTS students cannot do well in the reading section because they don't know enough words. When they read any English passage, they cannot understand the proper meaning of that passage easily because their vocabulary is not very strong. As a result, they cannot obtain a satisfactory band score in the IELTS reading section. That is why I have decided to make some videos to help several IELTS learners to improve their vocabulary. I believe that by watching my videos, a lot of IELTS learners will be able to improve their vocabulary, and they will also obtain a very good band score in the reading section. I also hope I also request to you all to like my videos, share my videos, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.
Cambridge IELTS Book 9, Reading Test 1. Reading Passage 1. The title of the passage is William Henry Perkin, the Man Who Invented Synthetic Dyes. This is a list of some uncommon words in this reading passage and the proper meanings of these uncommon words. Solidify implies make or become hard or solid. Stumble implies make mistakes or hesitate or fall while walking or running. Immersed implies underwater. Perceive implies feel. Breakthrough implies an important discovery. Viable implies workable. Derive implies get something from something else. Bark implies hard outer covering of a tree. Surpass implies become greater than something. Desirability implies usefulness. Unsurprising implies not surprising or unexpected. Pupil implies student. Readily implies quickly. End up with implies finish. Sludge implies thick, soft, wet mud. Substance implies material. Incorporate implies include. Experimental implies using new methods, ideas, etc. that have not been tried before. Potential implies possible or future. Excretion implies get rid of material such as solid waste or urine from the body. Glandular implies relating to or affecting a gland or glands. Mucus implies a sticky, wet liquid produced by glands. Outrageously implies shockingly or horribly. Tend implies incline. Hue implies color. Backdrop implies background. Grasp implies hold something tightly. Fast implies about color not faded. Relatively implies comparatively. Objection implies protest. Empress implies queen. Bold color implies strong color. Stain implies discolor. Invisible implies unseen. Crucial implies important. Cambridge IELTS Book 9, Reading Test 1. Reading Passage 2. The title of this passage is there anybody out there? This is a list of some uncommon words in this reading passage and the proper meanings of these uncommon words. Intermittently implies irregularly. Decade implies 10 years. Determined implies strong-minded. Attempt implies effort. Evolve implies develop. Tenuous implies weak. Wipe out implies destroy something completely. Mere implies simple. Radically implies fundamentally. Resemble implies be similar to. Restrictively implies selectively. Inconceivable implies unthinkable. Traverse implies travel. Brink implies border. Ethical implies moral. Extraterrestrial implies a creature from outside the world. Foster implies nurture. Poised implies controlled. Astronomical implies cosmic. Attenuated implies decreased. Cambridge IELTS Book 9, Reading Test 1. Reading Passage 3. The title of this passage is The History of the Tortoise. This is a list of some uncommon words in this reading passage and the proper meanings of these uncommon words. Parched implies dry. Incarnation implies avatar. Primeval implies primitive. Aquatic implies living in water. Centipede implies a small, long, thin animal with many legs. Dugong implies one kind of animal which lives in the sea. Manatee implies a large sea animal. Revert implies return or reply. Ancestor implies forefather. Gill implies the organ through which fish and other water creatures breathe. Descend implies come down. Fragment implies part or piece. Contemporary implies modern or present. Streamlined implies smooth. Forelimb implies front-side organs of an animal. Cluster implies a group of similar things or people. Amphibious implies animals that live both on land and in water. Enterprising implies innovative or resourceful. Aspect implies side.